In this part we will try to recreate this huge cargo part or bed, and if you ask me, this is probably the hardest and trickiest part to build on this truck, and you can do that on few different ways. I have one example here. What I did, I made one plane, and after that I did many extrusions, and after that I have selected all these border edges, also these ones, these inner ones, around all bed, and I chamfered them. And what chamfer did, you see we have some lighting going on, and that gives more natural look to this bed. But I'm sure that we can do that better with subdividing, but that won't be so simple. So let's jump here and let's start. Go to manage layers, create new layer, bed, and with that layer selected we can start, and we can hide other layers. Okay, let's zoom here, go to create panel and create one plane. Okay, change color to blue and convert that to editable poly, and now adjust these words, place them in positions. Okay, and as you can see here, this bed part is actually one big piece of geometry, but in this case we will split them apart in 3, maybe 4 parts. So select this edge heat ring, connect 2 segments and hit OK. Go to words mode and turn on edge constraints and push this word down, this one up, push this one here, and this one, sorry, push her down first and then in. Okay, and push this one in and this one in just a bit. And now you can select these 2 words and make them planar on Y. Okay, next select these 4 edges and make connect. I think 8 segments will be okay. And now go to vertex mode and adjust these words. Okay, place them in position. Okay, we are almost there. Okay, now select Swift loop and make one loop here. And we need one loop here. And now move this word here and this one here. Select them both and make them planar on X and push them here. Okay. And one more loop here. Select these two and make them planar on X. Push them here. That will be okay. And now again Swift loop, and we need one loop here. And now push these words up a bit, and also these and these. Select them all and make them planar on Y. Push them up a bit. Okay, now actually make one more loop. Okay, select these and these two, and now select these words and make them planar on Y and push them up just a bit. Okay, try to keep this geometry clean as much as you can. Okay, okay, that looks good. Now what we can do is, let's change our blueprint image to back and push that here. Okay, now we can apply shell modifier with inner amount 1. That looks good. And collapse all and convert that to editable poly. Now we need to select these polygons. Okay, make sure that you didn't select something else. Okay, and now let's extrude them. 2 will be fine. Hit OK. Now deselect this one, this one, this one, and this one, and also this guy here. And make one more extrude, but now 1 will be okay. And now deselect these guys and make one more extrude. And hit OK. Actually, let's make this 1.5. Hit OK, and now deselect these guys and one more extrude and hit OK. And what we have now is that. Next thing, select these words and push them up, something like that, and make one loop here and make these words planar on Y. Actually, first turn on edge constraints and then make them planar on Y and push these words up. Okay. Now what we can do is we can select these polygons and detach them. Okay. And now select this object and these polygons and hit extrude, something like that, and push this, undo that and turn off edge constraints and push these polygons up. Okay, and make them planar on X, and you can push them something like that. Actually, let's undo all what we did and select just these polygons and detach them and select them and extrude these polygons. Okay. Turn off edge constraints and push them up and make them planar on X and push them here. Okay, now select these words, make them planar on Y and select these guys and push them here and select these edges and hit connect with two segments. Let's make that planar on. Actually undo that and turn on edge constraints and make them planar on X, and also these two. Sorry. Now what we can do is come here and make one swift loop. Okay. And zoom in here and select this polygon and make one extrude. Something like that. Hit OK. Right click on move and 0 on X. Swift loop. Make one loop here. And now select these words and turn off edge constraints and push them out. And now we can make one swift loop here, something like that, and now select these words and push them up. Okay, now zoom in and select these words and push them in, and okay, try to align that as much as you can. Okay, that will be fine. Next, select this polygon, delete this one, this one, this one, and this one, and also delete these two. Okay, now select this edge, this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one, and shift and drag something like that. Turn on vertex mode and target weld these words to this one and this one to this one, and once again shift and drag. Okay, target weld these two guys and these two guys, and now select these words and push them 0 on X. Okay, And we can also select these two edges and bridge them, and also these guys. Next thing, select this part here and select these polygons. Actually, let's select this guy here and make a ring selection. Okay, connect, and with slide 3 try to align. Okay, 2. Okay, and now we can select this guy here, and we don't need these two polygons. And now we can come here and again select these polygons. Okay, and detach them. Okay, now select them, and with that polygon selected we can extrude them. Something like that. And now zoom in here, go to vertex mode and select all these words. Okay, with edge constraints turned on, you can drag them down. Something like that will be okay. And now with that polygons still selected, one more extrude, bigger value now, and hit OK, and 0 on X, but first turn off edge constraints. Okay, and we can delete these polygons now. Okay, now we have three main pieces of our bed, and in the next part we will start to build some details.